Okay.
Reliance Industries.
Any stock which has actually hit the stop loss?
No, sir. In Reliance, you told that it will be for position.
Okay.
So it come down, then we got a huge return from there.
Okay. So good that somebody is tracking this. Sarla's one went up, na? Nicely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sarla, JK Cement also we discussed. Okay, okay. Good. So we shall go to the next part of our discussion in today's session. Okay. So the next part is the spinning top. Tell me what do you understand by spinning top? Anybody? Have you seen this?
Yes, sir.
This is actually called as a spinning top. Okay. So there is a candlestick pattern exactly looks like this. Okay. So the upper and lower wicks will be very less and the body is also very less. Okay. So if this is the case, then it is called as a spinning top. It is. Okay. It's an interesting candlestick. Unlike Marubazo, it does not give the trader a trading signal with the specific entry or exit points. So it is not going to tell you where to enter and where to exit. Something peculiar to this particular candlestick pattern as such. However, the spinning top gives useful information with regard to the current situation in the market. So it is actually going to tell us the current situation, but it is not going to give us any sort of a signal. Okay, enter here or exit here or something of that sort. Okay. So trader can use this information to position himself in the market, how much to have position, whether to have position or not. So all that it is actually going to give us the hint. Okay, so you can see here the body of the candle is not that great. Even the wicks are also very small. So approximately the size of the wicks are also going to be same. Upper wick and the lower wick both are having the same length, but the body of the candle is not that great. It's a small body it is. So it signifies that there is no much movement in the stock in whole of the day it is. Okay. So that is what we could actually make out. So any other observation can you make out by looking at this candle? What can you expect out of by looking at this candle? What is your perception?
So less volume.
No, volume we cannot really say in comment because volume
Market is
is also
volatile.
different of this.
So market is volatile. Both bears and bulls are trying to. There is a good
Yes.
fight between bulls and bear.
There is a fight between bulls and bears. Bears are actually trying to push the market downwards, but they're also unsuccessful. The bulls are actually coming forward and they also want to take the market to the higher extent, but it is also they are also unsuccessful. That is the reason the body of the candle is actually become small. Okay, so if bulls were actually successful, then the body of the candle would have been a green candle as such, right? So since it's an spinning top, bulls were actually unsuccessful there. If bears would have been successful, then whole of the body of the candle would have been a long red candle, but with no wick as such. Okay, but there is a wick as such, so which means both of the parties are actually unsuccessful. Okay, so you can see spinning top means that the body of the candle is actually small and the close is almost equal to open, which means there is a little difference between close and the open. Otherwise, the whole of the body would have been converted into doji. Do you agree with me? Doji means what? Doji means something like a plus sign it is. So if the close is exactly equal to open, then we call it as a doji it is. If it is slightly there is a difference, then we call it as a spinning top, but there is no difference between interpretation. I repeat, there is no difference with respect to interpretation with respect to doji and the spinning top. It is. Whatever the interpretation that holds good for spinning top, that also holds good for the doji that we have to be very much understandable. Okay, so the candle have a small red body, all that we have discussed. So I'm just skipping. I'm going to skip many things. Small body, upper and lower shadow. Okay, so we have discussed all this. I'm just skipping. So the spinning tops are indicative of the market where the indecision and the uncertainty in the market which prevails. So whenever there is a spinning top or maybe doji formation, whenever you see it, okay, you have to understand that there is no clear indication in the market, which means the market has got indecision. It is very difficult to decide whether the markets are going to be bullish or the markets are actually going to be bearish. So you're actually in the crossroads now. You don't know where to go. That is whether to go bullish or whether to go bearish. You don't know it is. Okay, so that is the reason it is actually called as what? It is a crucial part of the markets wherein we are unable to decide which ways to go. Okay, so clearly no clarity on what is likely to happen. The trader needs to be prepared for both the situations, whether it is reversal or it is going to be continuation. So tell me now, what is the difference between what is a reversal and what is a continuation? Quick. Anybody in the class would like to tell me what is it?
So could you please come again?
Tell me what is a reversal pattern. Tell me what is a continuation pattern. Okay, so please concentrate class now. We can see the markets are actually going to be uptrend, right? Okay, so then what happens here? Spinning tops will form here, which means your markets will actually go into consolidation stage normally. Okay, so there is a range you can actually see, and after which what happens? The markets, if this is an upward trend line, it is going to break the upward trend line, and then it is actually going to move up. So can you tell me whether it is an reversal pattern or it is going to be continuation pattern? It is, and you know that the markets are actually uptrending, and then
This is a continuation pattern.
yes, this is a continuation pattern because you can see the markets have actually gone up. So gone up significantly, then again there is a pattern which appeared, maybe series of spinning tops or maybe series of doji candlesticks which have appeared. And after that, what has happened? The market has actually broken this upward trend line, and then market has actually moved up, which means the trend is continuing because the previous trend is uptrend, then the formation has happened, the pattern formation has happened, and then the market continued its trajectory, upward trajectory. Okay, so because of which we call it as what? This is a continuation pattern. Okay, so let us go for the next example. Okay, let us discuss what is a reversal pattern. Because we must have got the hint by this now, by this time. Okay, so markets are, let's say, a continuous uptrend. Okay, and then let's say markets have actually gone into sideways. Okay, so you can see there is a clear um, uh, a sort of consolidation which has happened. And what has happened after some time? Market has actually came down. Assuming that markets have actually came down after this. Okay. So you can see uptrend was there. Then series of spinning tops or series of doji which formed. And what has happened? Markets from the sideways, what has happened? They broke down. And you can see they actually broke down. Okay, so you can see what has happened. The markets have actually gone into downtrend. So it is an uptrend, formation of the pattern, and then downtrend. Okay, if this happens, then it is actually called as what? The reversal pattern. It is actually called as what? The reversal pattern. It is. So please keep in mind what is reversal and what is continuation pattern. Okay, so we should be alert both the ways. Okay, bullish or maybe bearish. It is something like the storm before the what is it after the calm. That is actually called as what? Be prepared for any types of trades here. It is you can just see be prepared for both the situations, whether it is bullish or bearish. You should be very much careful. You should be ready for it. The calm before the storm. So think about spinning top or doji as the calm before the storm. Okay, the storm could be in the form of continuation or maybe in the reversal of the trend. Okay. Okay, so you can see, can you see the markets have been got downtrend? Then series of spinning tops or dojis formation will happen here. and markets have actually when they go out of this particular pattern, consolidation pattern, okay, they become highly bullish. Tell me whether it is a reversal or continuation pattern.
Reversal pattern.
Reversal. Okay, good. Hope everybody understands now what is reversal. Can you tell me then whether it is in continuation or reversal?
This is a continuation, sir, of downtrend.
Downtrend. Downtrend has happened, and you can see market went into sideways. You can see series of spinning tops, or maybe doji formation happens, and then market continues its downtrend. Okay, so this is the reason it is called as a continuation pattern. Okay, a spinning top is a spinning top in the uptrend has a similar implication as this in a spinning top at the which happens in the downtrend, except that we look at this slightly differently. That is it. Okay, look at the chart. Can you tell me what has happened? So it is a persistent uptrend. Series of spinning tops appeared. Okay, and market collapse. So it is an trend reversal which has happened. Okay, so can you tell me what is this? ACC Limited.
This is a continuation pattern of uptrend.
Yes. So there is an uptrend in the market, which implies that the bulls have actually been in the absolute control over the last few trading sessions. Okay. Okay. So tell me what are dojis. Now we are going to go with the doji now. Can you see this doji? Plus marketers. Tell me what is the components of doji? Can you tell me what are the characteristics of doji?
Sir, very similar to the spinning top, sir. Again here, we can see that there is a good fight between bulls and bear.
Very
Both
good.
wants to the bulls want to keep the market up, and the bears want to keep the market at down.
Okay, so they both were unsuccessful, and that is the reason doji formation has happened. Okay, and whenever the doji happens, what we can expect from the market?
Volatility, sir.
Volatility is actually going to be more. And next,
Can be trend can be changed from there.
or trend may not change. Okay, so two things can happen.
Sideways.
It may be going market may actually go into upward direction or maybe downward direction, or before that to happen, it can even remain in the consolidation phase also. Okay, as we have seen in the charts. Okay, so I'm not going to discuss this because everything you know it now by this time. Okay, so you can see formation what has happened. So you can see there is a downtrend. Then dojis have formed, series of cluster of dojis formed, and you can see market has gone upside. Once when it is actually coming out of this consolidation phase. Okay, same one more example. So market went up, uptrend. Then what has happened? Market went into sideways with cluster of dojis or spinning tops, and then market came down, which means it's an reversal. It acted as a reversal at this point in time, right? So next, let us go to the hammer and hanging man. Okay, so what is hammer? You know it, right? So it exactly looks like this. Okay, hammer or hanging man, they look like hammer. Okay, so what is hanging man and what is the difference between hammer and a hanging man? Anybody would like to tell me? But both looks the same, right?
Sir, hammer is basically the day when the bulls have won the fight just because they have been able to keep the market to the top. And on the other hand, hanging man, we can see that the bulls were active and will try to keep have been won the fight and try to keep the market quite lower than the hammer is slightly more bullish than hanging man, I think.
Bullish or bearish?
Sorry, bearish. Sorry, bearish.
Okay. So you can see hammer and the hanging man only excepting the color, both are same actually, is it not? Okay. So that is what is the first observation. What is it we have to be making it? How do we know which one is hammer and which is hanging man? Okay. The color will not decide that. So please bear in mind The color will not specify whether it is an hammer or hanging man. It is slightly confusing only if you look at these two candlestick patterns. Okay, so we'll tell you now what happens with respect to this. You can see this is hammer pattern. It is there is a continuous downtrend. Hammer pattern has happened, and you can see when the stock price comes out of this pattern, which means high of the previous day. Okay, so then you can see the trend reversal can happen. So which means whenever there is a hammer or a hanging man appears in the chart, okay, and if they're actually going to be confirmed hammer, what do you mean by confirmed hammer? Because you can see there should be a downtrend first to start with, and then there is going to be a hammer that should happen, and then the trend is actually going to reversing. That does not mean that hammer wherever it appears, the trend is actually going to be getting reversed. No. First of all, there should be a downtrend to start with. Okay, supposing the markets are in the sideways. Okay, if there is a hammer, if it appears, there is no meaning to it. We have to skip that. Is it clear? Tell me, somebody, if you've understood. I just now told you a very important statement. Somebody
Yes,
repeat.
sir.
Tell me, repeat.
So for hammer, there must be a downtrend first, then
Yes,
a hammer will appear, and then it can tends to a trend reversal
trend
pattern.
reversal. So tell me, supposing if the hammer appears in the consolidation stage, will you confirm that as a hammer?
No, sir.
That is, we should ignore that particular thing, and it is going to be
Uh,
one more consolidation pattern you have to be thinking it, but it is not going to be confirmed with hammer. It is hammer means there should be a downtrend, then hammer should actually appear, then the trend should reverse. That is the quality of a hammer. It is okay. So you can see Hindalco, what has happened? The stock has actually come down. Hammer happened, and you can see the trend has actually gone up. Okay. So similarly, and you have to be flexible with respect to this particular rule, and all you can go through it later on. Trade setup you have understood already. If you have understood Marubozu, it is the same setup. It is. Let us go to hanging man. Okay. So hanging man means it is also a. It looks like a hammer, but what is the difference between hanging man and hammer? Can you tell me now?
so hanging man will be from uptrend, then a hanging man pattern, then it comes to downward
Yeah,
trend
reversing
reverse.
the trend. Yes. So you have to be understanding that hammer or hanging man, you will be identifying where it really happens in the pattern of the chart. Okay, if it happens after a downtrend, it is hammer. If it happens after the end of the uptrend, then this is called as hanging man. Understood? This much is sufficient, right? Okay, you guys can actually read it from the slide which I already posted on the Moodle. Okay, you can see what has happened. You can see this is an uptrend. So there is an hanging man happened, and it has actually came down. So there are two hanging men here. You really see one and two. Okay. So let us now go to the shooting star. So shooting star means what it is? Can you see? It is something like an inverted hammer. This is a hammer candlestick, and reverse of that is actually going to be called as a shooting star. Is it clear now? What is shooting star? Okay, reverse or an inverted hammer is actually called as a sort of shooting star. As you can see, market went up, and there is going to be formation of shooting star, and then market collapsed. Again, it is going to be one more trend reversal pattern. Okay, hammer, shooting star, both are actually going to be reversal patterns. Okay, so shooting star, can you see this? So market went up, shooting star appeared, and markets are actually going to be tend to be collapsing. Okay, so shooting star, we can see here, this is a shooting star, but it has got failed here. Okay, so you should be very careful. Okay, so because of which you should enter exactly where you have to enter, that is low of this particular candle. Okay, so low of this candle has not happened only, so we should be ignoring this shooting star. Okay, okay, this is shooting star and this is inverted hammer. Understood now? Now tell me, what is the difference between inverted hammer and the shooting star?
So shooting stars generally appears at the top of the market.
Yeah, that is there should be continuous uptrend. Okay, Yeah,
An
go ahead.
inverted hammer can be uh, seen on the lower side, or sometimes it can be seen in the tops as well.
Okay. So actually the shape of shooting star and the inverted hammer both are the same. But where it actually appears on the chart, that is actually going to be making us the difference.
Exactly.
Okay. So you can see it is also called as an inverted hammer. You can also call this as an inverted hammer because it is looking like an inverted hammer only. But since it is appearing exactly after the uptrend, okay, so because of which we are actually calling it as shooting star. Okay, I'll tell you one important aspect of shooting star. So I know some technical analysts, okay, so from Karnataka, they are from Karnataka basically. Okay, what is that he's doing is his favorite candlestick pattern is shooting star. Okay, so for the last 10 plus years, he's been trading only shooting stars, nothing else. It is a trend reversal, which means he is actually a bearish trader. Okay, so he's a bearish trader. He just shorts the market the moment he sees that shooting star, and he is actually making tons of money by only trading shootings. Okay, so that is what is the implication of this particular pattern. Okay, you might think that shooting star is actually going to be just a pattern as such, and how can we make money? Absolutely, people are out there in the market and they're actually making tons of money just with only one pattern. If you really see, we have discussed so many patterns since from the last class. Okay, so it is up to you in which pattern you're actually going to be making your career. In other words, which particular candlestick pattern you will be adopting for yourself. Okay, so if you have a mastery over one particular candlestick pattern, okay, that's it. It is okay. It is these candlestick patterns are actually most underrated patterns. Okay, people feel that whether this really helps in the markets or not. You have been seeing from the last two sessions, okay, how this particular candlestick patterns are actually helpful for us to what is it to come out with the scanning part of it. Okay, we can easily scan the stocks based on this. So what we now do is, now we have understood this. I'll just come out of this. Let me go to the markets now. So let us go to the market. So markets are open till 3:30. So let us enjoy the markets now. Fine. Is it visible, class?
Yes, sir.
Session
Yes,
3,
sir.
we have actually marked some of the markings we have done. Na? I have added them to watch list. Okay, the first one is India Cements. Okay, so it has gone up. It was there here, right? When we were discussing. Do you remember India Cements? Okay, it went up and today it is actually going down. Otherwise, it was there trading at 290 or so in the morning. Okay, so this clicked, right? Next thing what we have discussed is Raymond. Okay, so tell me, we have to buy about 28.30, we said. It is now trading at 30.41. So it is also going up, not hit the stop loss. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Visible? Yeah. Ultratech. So this is also gone up, right? We said we should only buy once it crosses this particular trend line. Okay, so you can see cup and handle sort of a pattern which is broke out here, and it is also trading at a higher price. JK Cement. So JK Cement, I think where is it trading? Yeah. So I think it is the same where we bought it is there right now. It went up at one point in time and it has hit our target, and you can see after that it has actually become bearish. Fine. Next is this is the one particular stock which has hit the stop loss. You can see. Okay, stop loss has hit in this. Okay, so Amar Raja Energy Mobility, you can see the stock gone up. Okay, so still it has not hit the stop loss. Okay, so let us see. So Bharti Airtel, so we said that it should actually cross this line. So we are waiting to cross this particular upward trend line. Let us see. Because it has come down from that. Okay, so stop loss must have hit, we can see. If you take this candle low, the stop loss has already hit on a closing basis also, right? So Sarla is actually going up. I think it was 103 or 102 when we discussed. I think it is going up. Okay, so this is one more company. Let us see this. Okay, so can you see this chart class? Indo count.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm just putting horizontal ray. That's it. Nothing else I'm doing it. Okay, so today only it is coming out of this horizontal ray, and I'm expecting that this particular company can be bullish and with a stop loss stop loss of lower of this candle. Okay, so lower of this candle means 390, below 390 can keep stop loss. So as usual, I'll just write it here. So buy above. Tell me what is buy above here. Buy above 410. 410. Stop losses. What is it I said? Stop loss?
390.
390. Always stop loss is below, okay, for buying. Okay. Target. So we have not discussed what is target still. See, wonderfully, the stock has actually moved up, you can see. Right. So you can see long-term trend line also it has broken today. Okay, if you convert this into weekly chart, you will understand. Right? Look like it's a rounding bottom, right? Can you see this rounding bottom? On a monthly basis, you can see here how this stocks look like. Okay, cup and a handle breakout. On a monthly basis, also this particular stock is breaking out. Can you just put this stock in your radar class?
Yes, sir.
Let us watch this. So how many of you getting some hang on with respect to this technical analysis? How many of you getting slightly like, sir, I am understanding what is technical nowadays? Just raise your hand. Let's see how many are listening. Arnab, Harshit. Okay. Harshit, you are knowing this particular thing beforehand?
Yes, sir. I was into trading since last 4 years, sir.
Okay, then you must be knowing all these patterns, right? Yes, Amanpal.
But still, sir, it's
Yes, sir, I am getting it.
Okay, so how many of you first time you are actually listening all these concepts and still you will be able to, you are still observing it. You are actually absorbing it. Let's see how many will. First time you are listening all these concepts, but still it is going into your heads. Arnab, you are listening for the first time, all this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Fine, so let us move forward. Can you see this Word document? Is it visible? In the last
sir.
class, we had some 8 to 9 charts as such. No? We have discussed all of them. So tell me from until what number we have discussed in the last class?
The trend line 7.
Discussed, no?
Yeah.
Okay, so let us go to the next one, that is eighth one. Okay, so let us go to this hammer. Okay, you can see there is a hammer out here. Okay. So there are no candlesticks charts which has actually come up here. This is topstockscreen.com. It is okay. Inverted hammer, let us see. Inverted hammer. Okay, so Aegis Logistics, right? So let us see whether these are really working or not. So Aegis Logistics. So what I do is I'll just put one more here, create a new list. TS session 4 I'll put. This is TS session 4, right? So yeah. So I'll be adding to this watch list so it will be easier for me. Okay? So tell me now this Aegis Logistics, they are saying that this is an inverted hammer. Tell me what is inverted hammer? Can you see this inverted hammer? This is inverted hammer for us. This is shooting star, right? So I think this is a shooting star, right? You can see here. This is a shooting star. Can you see this shooting star class?
Yes, sir.
This is a shooting star, and we should have gone short the moment the stock price comes below this. Below this means below low 865. It is trading at 856 now. So if you would have gone short here, okay, so which means it's a trend reversal. There is an established uptrend, and the formation of the candle has happened. Okay, that is shooting star, and we can actually go short here. So the stock price has to come down now. Okay, so can we add this to where this watch list pages? Let's watch. Okay, so how this is actually going to be true or not. Okay, so I'll just put this trend line here. You can see here the trend line breaking, which means we have to assume this as a what this is. This is actually going to be false breakout. In other words, it's a false breakout, and the stock is coming down of this. Okay, so that is what is the theory we are applying to it now. Fine. Shall we move to the next one, or you have any doubts here?
No, sir, please move.
So even volumes are low in that candle, so this breakout is definitely ruled out.
Not breakout actually. Okay, this one you are saying. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because it's the selling wick is actually more it is. When there is a selling wick like this is more selling wick it is. This is called as a selling wick, and this one is actually called as a buying wick it is. Okay, when there is an selling wick is more like this, and even the volumes are also less. Okay, then you can say that this is going to be a false breakout. We don't know. Only time should tell us. Okay, let us wait and watch what happens. So next is Alok Industries. Yeah. So the previous candle. Please concentrate on the previous candle, yesterday's candle. I think this is not an see the tell me whether it is an shooting star or not.
I don't think so because it's quite consolidating in nature. The previous one.
Yeah. If you really see the markets are consolidating here. The markets are consolidating here. Okay. So market has gone up. Okay. So here the pattern should have happened, and next immediately that market should come down. Then only we call it as what the shooting star. So since the market is consolidating, so we cannot really call it as a shooting star. Is it clear now how to analyze? Okay. So now Asahi India. Yeah, class, tell me.
This is a very short downtrend.
Not
Whether
down,
we
we don't know whether it is actually going to be working or not, right?
exactly.
Yes. And can you see this one? Can you spot this one? I'll show you.
So for June there is a
This one.
yes sir.
Okay. So there is a downtrend, hammer appeared, and you can trend reverse, right? It worked here. Okay.
Yes.
Let's go to the next one. AstraZeneca. Tell me, class, you should be telling now. I will not discuss anything much now. Okay. So let us take this class as like this. Tell me. Others, please
There,
contribute.
there is a consolidation, so we will remove that.
Yes, consultation is there, so we should not be considering it. So next is what Castrol India. Very good companies are coming up. Yeah, tell me. It's not that great downtrend, right?
Oh.
But still, it went up. You can see. So next to Cient. Yeah, tell me this. Consolidation, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
not working.
But in April, there's a April. Yes, sir.
One.
No, not that one. That upper one. There's a hammer. Sorry, there's a hanging man.
This
Yeah,
one.
this one.
Correct.
Will
Nicely, we can see this one. This one.
yes, sir.
We identified this. Now we are getting the patterns, how they really work. Okay, good. So let us go to the next one. So Deepak nitrate. Which means the scanner is working, right? So you can just make a note of this scan. Yes, class. Not like that, na? Because it's consolidating here. All of a sudden this went up. So we can't be considering it. But here we can see, yes, see this. Correct? This is a hammer walked. Downtrend, hammer appeared, and then uptrend. PIH. No. Equitas Bank. Equitas Small Finance Bank. No. Okay. GSPL. HDFC AMC. Let us go for HDFC AMC. No direction as such. No. This isn't the sideways actually. Hind Copper. Yes, class. Hind Copper. What is your observation?
So sideways, not clear.
Yeah, it is slightly, we can see there is
Slightly downtrend.
downtrend has happened, but again market went up and there is now it is sideways, it is into sideways. So let us ignore this.
Quite confusing.
Yeah. So Infosys. Infosys, what happened? So there is an uptrend. There is one shooting star, and it failed. Correct? Shooting star failed. KRBL. So KRBL, what has happened? Again, it is not that great downtrend. Okay. So likewise, if you keep observing, you'll understand when to pick up, when to actually pick up or not to consider this. You will get to have an idea. Okay. So J&K Bank. Again, same like that. LICI. Sideways, ignore. NMDC. Okay, NMDC, again, it is in sideways. But if you consider this as a downtrend, okay, this is an inverted hammer, it is. Okay, that way, let us see what happens to this. But the trend is actually not that great trend. It is only just matter of 20 rupees downfall. That's it. NTPC, you have seen NTPC sideways. If you consider this as a trend, you can see market gone up and then there is a shooting star and then coming down. So I don't think so, because you can ignore these kinds of small movements. Okay, because I feel this is a consolidation phase. You can see this is a consolidation phase. It is. So because of which I'm ignoring this. IOB. Again, it is in sideways. Class, have you got some clarity now how to do this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now let us go to backwards. Okay. So hammer, what is it we discussed now is the hammer it is. So likewise, we have got inverted hammer, bullish Marubozu, bullish pin bar. Let us see what is this bullish pin bar. Honasa. I don't know what is pin bar. What is pin bar, class? This is again a shooting star only. For shooting star, they are saying pin bar. What? This is pin bar. Okay. So this is shooting star and this is inverted cam. Fine. So understood what is pin bar, right? So pin bar also. So sometimes it is also called as pin bar. Bearish screener. So you have seen all this, right? TCS, let us see. So TCS also it is in the consolidation mode. Okay. We have discussed all of them. Let's go back. So let us go to the next scanner class.
Yes, sir.
So this eighth one is good, na? You can bookmark this. So ninth one is top stocks the same as this one or what? Let's see. Yeah, same it is. So next is information about candlestick patterns. Supposing if you want to know more about all the candlestick charts in one particular place. Okay, so since I thought it is quite appealing, visually appealing. So you guys can actually think of knowing what is this doji. star. So you can just click on it. You'll go to here and you'll be able to know what is this doji star pattern is all about. Okay, so you should be able to understand this through Wikipedia. Okay, after some time, if you forget, okay, if you want to have a sort of revision, you guys can come here and there are many patterns out here which we will be discussing inside the class. So all of them are actually here. Not everything we'll be discussing. I'll discuss some eight or 10 which are actually going to be quite prominently used in the industry. And others you can actually, if you read it, you'll be able to understand. Okay? So you can actually bookmark this also. Okay? So there is a software here, you can see here, 11th one. I'll click on it. So you have to click on get started and you have to give your email ID and first name, and you can actually download the software. Okay, so you guys can use this software and tell me whether this software is really good or not. Okay, so I have not used it. Okay, you can see it looks slightly nice here. Okay, it is a big software they are giving it. I don't know whether it is free or not. I don't know. You guys can actually try it out. Okay, will you try this after the class? Make a note of this.
Yes.
Candlescanner.com. Okay, so I'll go to the next one, the 12th one. Okay. So market in out. Go to chart patterns. Okay, so there is a list of candlestick patterns which are actually there here. So like, let me go for a shooting star here. You can see here, shooting star. Click on it. Okay, so you'll get some companies here and go filter it because it is actually giving us from NASDAQ, NYSE. So we are not interested in NASDAQ, let's say, for example, let me go and click on India BSE. I am going to change the exchange to Bombay Stock Exchange. Okay, so it is going to give me some companies here for shooting star. Okay, so Aries, let us see. This is the shooting star. This has already happened. Huh? Can you see this? Pick up this one. Can you see this? So this is the shooting star happened already. Okay, so it is already coming down. Okay, so the pattern is already working. You can see, right? So next, go to Bajaj Electricals. Bajaj Electricals, you can see this is there in the consolidation mode. It is. Okay, so we are not taking this as is their corp. Class, tell me now, what is this?
Shooting star.
Shooting star has happened here. Can you see this? This has
Yes, sir.
failed. One more doji has happened. And today is one more shooting star. Okay, so tomorrow we have to see if it breaks below this particular low of today, then we can say this is actually going to be shooting star. So I'm just adding this to watch list. Can you please add this one?
Okay, sir.
Because there is a persistent uptrend because of which I'm actually curious to know. And before that, can you see this one? Hammer. Correct. Can you see this hammer?
Yes.
So hammer also worked there actually. So here it is the shooting start. Okay, so BHAGWOX. Bhagavati oxygen. So no comments on this because markets is in sideways. And you can see price action is not that great. So I'm ignoring this. I'm skipping this. Fine. Indian card. So price action is not that smooth. You can see there is a big wicks are there and something unusual it is. So I don't want to further analyze this. I'm just skipping this. Panjon. It is less than 20 rupees. Markets is in sideways. Yeah, so this is all about this particular scanner. So let me go to again candle chart patterns. Let's go for hammer. Then come to BSC. Ashima Limited. Can you see this Ashima Limited? Because the volumes are highest among the volumes. That is the reason I am interested in Ashima Limited. Okay, so Ashima Limited. Sorry, I'll just remove these markings. Give me some time. Okay, class, can you see this? Ashima. What can you see out of this? What is your observation?
The continuous uptrend after that shooting start. Now we can expect a trend change.
This is shooting star. It's not a shooting star. This hanging man. No, this is
Hanging man. Sorry.
hanging man. Let us go back to my slide. Let me see. There is a call which is coming, class. I'll just take that call. Okay, so I'll just mute. Yeah, so this is hammer. If the same hammer appears somewhere here, then it is actually called as what hanging man it is. So this is hanging man, right? This is hanging man it is. Okay, so I'll show you something which is very fantastic in this. Can you just concentrate here? Class, are you there with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can see I'm just putting one horizontal ray here. So how this is going to look like? Yeah. How is this looking like now?
Rounded bottom.
Rounding bottom, right? It is looking like a rounding bottom. Okay. So supposing, and this is actually what this black line, horizontal line, this is actually going to be called as a neckline. It is. Okay. So when your stock is actually coming out of this rounding bottom, and it is also going to coming out of this particular neckline. Neckline means it's a crucial resistance. It is. You can see if you just join this bottom. No? So this looks like a this is actually a neckline. So once when the stock is coming out of this, you can see how nicely the volumes have come up. You can see my volumes. Can you observe the volumes? Correct. What is the target you can expect out of this? Let me go and measure this depth of this. Okay, so 8 rupees and 22 paise. 46% upside you can actually expect out of this. That is actually going to be the target you can expect. Okay, which means from this particular neckline, you have to measure 8 rupees and 22 paise. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'll pick up one more 8 rupees and 22 paise. Sorry. So you have seen this, no? 8 rupees and 22 paise. So I'm unable to stop there. I'll just put it somewhere here. Okay. So the depth, so the depth of this is 8 rupees and 22 paise. And the target you can expect is 8 rupees and 22 paise. Can you see this target achieved here? And again, the stock has come and again it hit this particular head, this neckline, which is again acting as a support. And again, it has actually gone up. How many could experience it? What I'm saying is, just raise your hand. How many of you understood this? Whether the target has hit or not. What was our target?
8 rupees and 42 pesos. That's all.
Yeah, so this is exactly, you can see some the stock has actually moved so much only, and after that it has came down.
Hmm.
Correct. So that is how we should be, in fact, trading with respect to patterns. Supposing if by any chance if you have seen this, so you should measure and see what is the target. Okay, so that is how you get the confirmation about this. Okay, so now I don't have any things to say here because it has moved up significantly up. Okay, so I am not saying from here it will not go up. Okay, so since it is significantly moved up, okay, I don't want to comment anything on this. Okay, so because for us this is actually going to be what hanging man plus. That's it. From hanging man means from here the stock price should correct. Is it not? Shall we add this to our watch list and say that this is a hanging man and the stock might correct from here? Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
If it breaks low of this means 46 rupees. So I have added this, some note to this. I might forget, so I'll just go and I'll go and put it some highlight on this. So I have highlighted this candle. Let us see what happens. Okay, so let us move to the next one. All the textile stocks are actually going up, right, today. So Amrapalli Industries. So no comments, penny stock. Okay, so I think there are no much things to hear. So I'll go to chart patterns again. Okay, so tell us what can we do now? Can you tell me out of this particular scanners, what shall we scan? You tell me. I'll scan that one.
So what is dragonfly doji?
Dragonfly Doji, we have to go and search it in the internet. Okay.
Name is quite interesting.
The name itself is interesting, right?
Ah,
I must have known it, but so you can see this is gravestone doji and this is dragonfly doji. Dragonfly means you can see here the it went up. Here open is equal to close and also high. Got it? This is actually called as dragonfly doji. It is, and this is long leg doji. This is a common star doji. It is, everybody knows this. Okay, and this is going to be gravestone doji means, so you can see low and also open and close are all same. It is something like a perpendicular. It is okay. This is your gravestone doji. It is. I was knowing this dragonfly and gravestone doji. I not normally don't discuss in the class, so that is the reason I forgot to do it. But obviously now you know how to do it. Go read about this. What is the implication of this? Okay, so if you just click on this, it is actually giving you a hint. Just a minute. So what is dragonfly doji? So can you understand what is dragonfly doji now? Reversal it is. Correct.
okay.
Got it now how to trade with this?
Yes.
That's it. So in one instance, you'll be able to know if you understand the candlestick pattern the way it is discussed in the class. It is easy in other words. Okay. We need not to read the content, all of this. Okay. If you just see this pattern, you will know what is going to be doing it. So where is your stop loss? You know where is your stop loss. Where is the entry? You know, high of this candle, above this particular candle, you should be going for a long. Okay. There should be a persistent downtrend, and there should be dragonfly doji, and then the trend is going to be getting reversed. Fine. Yeah. So tell me which one can we do now? Among the one what we have discussed. Huh? Is it visible, class?
Yes, sir, it is visible. So let's check hanging man.
Hanging man. So hanging man, there are not much because only two are there. ASHCA, Ashirwad Capital and Ashima Limited. We have discussed just now, that is only.
Yes.
Bullish three white soldiers, let us see. We have not discussed this. None of them actually in Indian markets as of now, because it's very difficult. There should be three candles, all the three should be green. Okay, they look like a soldier actually. Okay.
So it is also a trend reversal pattern.
Which one?
That three soldier.
No, no. Something like this. This is. So it is bullish pattern actually. If there are three red candle, if it appears, then it is going to be downtrend. You can go read it, you will understand. Three white shoulders, you can see. If there are three white soldiers, you can expect market to go up. This is three white soldiers. Okay. Hammer, have you discussed in this? Yes, same it is coming up. So let me go to the next scanner. Let us see. Can you see this next scanner? 13th one. Shall we go to the 13th one? Yeah. So can you see this doji candlestick?
Yes.
This is our screener, normal screener it is. So let me go and click on this market capitalization. LICI, Life Insurance Corporation is coming. Life Insurance Corporation, they are saying that this is doji. Is there any doji there? It is doji. Yes. You can treat this as doji, but there is small body to this. Okay, there is a downtrend here and doji is happening. Tell me what should I do now with this? Okay, so
The market here from here can go up, down, or sideways. We have to check.
we have to check this. But I'm not really impressed with this particular trend actually, is it not? For me, this is
Yes, sir.
still a sideways only, it is right. You just see like this. It is just a sideways market only for me. Okay, so I'm not that really great, really impressed. Adani Power. Adani Power is same story. It is again, is it not? Series of dojis and spinning tops. It is. Market is an indecision. If it happens, but let us see how this really takes its shape. IOCL. IOC. Yeah, tell me. Again, it is sideways, right?
Sideways.
Again, it is in sideways. Right? So let us go to general insurance. So general insurance corporation. Again, it is in sideways only. Correct. But this can be here. What is it? This is gravestone doji. Is it? Can you say this? Second one, second last.
Yes, sir.
Gravestone doji it is, which means it's a reversal candle, right? Pattern. If you think that this is a downtrend, there is a gravestone doji happened and bullish from here. So next is Adani Wilma. Adani Wilma again for me this is again in sideways it is. So I'm just ignoring it. MRPL. You can see which scanner to trust now, is it not? You are understanding which scanner to trust now. Again, it is in sideways. So Tata Chemicals, let's see. So again, sideways.
Sideways.
So you can see this is a doji, we know it. This is doji. This is a gravestone doji it is. but we are not really impressed with this, right? Angel one, let's see. Class, what I'll do is I'll just go to Doji candlestick scanner charting. I'll put it. Okay, so this is actually going to be much nice. It is going to give us nice. So I'll make it volumes. Jayprakash Power Ventures.
The penny stock. Maharaj sir.
Hello, class.
Yes, sir.
So I was locked out because it has got stuck.
Oh,
Yeah. So which one we were discussing actually then?
so charting. You
Chart.
manually searched.
Correct.
So last we have visited the Adani Wilmar stock.
Which one?
The Adani Wilmar, I guess. That the graveyard doji you have mentioned, that one.
Let us go for State Bank of India.
Sir, not visible.
Just is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
You can see ITC, BHEL, ONGC, State Bank, the big companies have come up for Doji. Let us go to trading view. So we were discussing Angel one, na?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So can you see this Angel one? So let us take this as an what is it? Spinning tops and dojis together. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll go to no. Can you see this? One. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 touch points are there here. And the market is in sideways. Actually, you can see here. Markets are actually in sideways. So when you see this market is in sideways and it is having a series of small dojis and spinning tops are forming, what can you expect out of the market?
So from here, market can go anywhere.
Anywhere.
Market can go
Up or down, it
it's
can be.
undecisive place.
No, it is indecisive, is it not?
Uh,
It is indecision in the market. So if it breaks this upward trend line, then it is going to be bullish. If it breaks this downward trend line, okay, for that you can actually go for one more horizontal ray here. One more horizontal ray, can you put it here? Okay, so it has to break this, and then only we can say that it establish. We can say that this is bearish. Is it clear now? Upward is this one or this one, main trend line. Okay, and this is horizontal trend line, and this is one more horizontal trend line for the downwards. So the market can actually go either ways, right? Because we don't know where the market goes, this way, or even market can actually go from here to this way also. Either ways, we should be ready. Clear?
yes, sir.
This is what I was trying to explain you with respect to this. So let me add this to my watch list. Angel one. Okay, so we will see the drawing since we will understand in the days to come where the market is heading, where the angel one is can actually go. We can observe now after some time. That is the reason I just kept it in the watch list. Okay. ITC Limited. So what has happened to
Sideways.
ITC? Sideways it is, right? It is also sideways it is. So take this arrow. Actually, you can put horizontal ray here, right? So from here, horizontal rays. So if it breaks 444, then there is a chance. Because ITC is some company which is not really moving up or down. It is in the consolidation phase for the last so many days. It is not. If you want to measure this, you can even measure this using a bar. You can see here. Okay, so there are 71 bars means 71 days, right? For the last 71 days. Okay, so it is actually in the, there are 71 bars, sir. Just check once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67. There are 67 days it is actually. For the last 67 days, the market is actually moving sideways. Okay, so you can measure using this. Okay. $68 bars, you can see here. Correct? Understood now how to measure? And 104 days it is because there are Saturday, Sundays in between. Class, am I audible to you?
Yes, sir, you are.
Okay, if you want to measure, okay, so if you want to measure how many, what is the distance between this price and that price? It is range bound market, right? Range bound market means it is only 6%. 6.5% the market is actually moving for the last 105 days. There is no movement in the ITC stock at all. That is the meaning of this. For the last how many days? 104 days. ITC has moved, there is a movement of only 6%. That is how we should be, in fact, measuring this. Class, will you go through all these scanners and learn from your all these scanners now? I'll be putting this on the Moodle. You guys can actually go through it. Any doubts before we end the class? Is it useful?
Yes, sir, very much.
Because there is no much participation from the class, so I'm clueless actually. Okay, it is fine. At least those who are listening, you are listening. Thank you for being with me. Have a great day ahead. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.